What's up, y'all? My name's Marcella, and also MONKA. It ain't no treehouse moment, and it's definitely not a MONKA Monday. I'm just really vlogging. I just got home, and I was thinking about something on my way here. I was thinking about the most romantic thing that a guy has done for me in a long time, and I know this is gonna sound weird, but this guy that I was recently dating, he had brought me a bong, right? But he kind of like low-key broke into my house and like placed the bong on my table. My sliding door was open, so it was kind of my fault. But I know that sounds so weird, but I was like, damn, that is like, I don't know why that was so fucking romantic to me. And we've been on trips, we've done a lot. But I started just thinking about my first love in general. And I know a lot of times as women, we try not to compare men, or men we've dated. But I just kind of started thinking like, okay, you guys have done a lot more than that one moment. Like, why was this the most romantic thing for you ever? You know, just from him. And I started thinking about my first love. And my first love, my first real time I felt love, my first boyfriend ever, rest in peace to him. We started dating when I was 16. We met in summer school. And he was kind of heavily into gangs, or attempting to be into gangs. And I really wasn't for gangs. If you guys know, my brother was affiliated with gangs and ended up losing his life. And so I just really wasn't into that. But that guy ended up being my first love. But that's not even what I'm getting to. What I'm getting to say is that I was sitting here thinking about, we were 16. And his first tattoo, second tattoo that he ended up getting was, he already had his name, right? But he ended up going to get his second tattoo. And in the midst of his second tattoo, it was his mother's name along with my name. And so I always thought like, oh my God, like that is it's the most bad boyish shit ever. But it was just like, I know it sounds crazy now, but it was like, oh my fucking God. And so push forward to when we were in college and we were off and on dating. He was wanting to get me back, and in the midst of him getting me back, he got all 8 letters of Marcella on his back. And so I said all that to say, I was just thinking of my friend, and I was like, damn, out of all this shit we done did, this motherfucker breaking into my house and putting this on my table was like, oh my God. But we don't realize what we look as love or feeling that moment of us first being love. And I think it was more so the risk that was taken. Because even with my first love, there was a lot of risk that he had taken for me. And mind you, I was 16. We dated up until, I want to say, maybe I was 25, 26. So from the age of 16 to 25, I was literally in love with the same person. And so I just kind of started thinking about him today, my first love, and the guy that I recently just, we just kind of just stopped talking, stopped dating. And I was just thinking about them both. Honestly, because I ran up on this podcast, and the guy that hosts the podcast, his name is Terry. And that was the name of my first love. And so I was like, damn, like I start really liking, like I love the podcast because of the way like the guy is. I mean, I think he's emotionally intelligent. Like it's just something about his aura that I just really like. And so with his name being the same name as my first love, I think I kind of went on that mental roller coaster of just thinking about that. And I was just like, damn, like the 2 times that I really felt love from a person was kind of how my first love was. And it was like that bad boy shit. No Diddy. It's crazy we have to say that. But it was just like that bad boy hardcore thing. And I always used to be like, maybe I want that because that's like what my brother was into. I don't know. But needless to say, I don't know why I'm saying all of this. But I kind of, when I think of how I was, honestly, with my first love, because I go through this, who's MONKA? Who's Marcella? You know, and the first name that he got tatted on him was MONKA. That's always what I went by. Nobody in high school, honestly, actually knew my first name. Nobody in high school knew my first name. My first name, if you was to walk up and ask somebody what my name was and we went to high school with, they're definitely going to say MONKA. And so when I think about my personality and I think about this, you know, whole my name is Marcella thing, you know, I genuinely now love my name. I love Marcella because it's more the mature me. But a lot of times we're afraid with people to show the little girl or our inner child. And so when I think of MONKA, your inner child is really who you are. And I've always been shy, or not shy, afraid to really bring out MONKA because MONKA can be a little crazy. MONKA is very much so corny. MONKA is just a mix of a lot of things. And the first time that I felt true love was when I was really being my authentic self. And I know being 16, getting somebody's name tattooed on you, it's like, it makes you be like, they're a little crazy. But the person that he actually fell in love with first was MONKA. And I felt safe with him. Like, we were literally like best friends. And I know that's kind of like all over the place because I done talked about so much. But needless to say, I just wanted to kind of get on here and tell someone that don't be afraid, honestly, to be who you are. And I know we real big on, like, you know, we go through, we healed. And when we start to slip into old patterns, or, you know, when we start to really show, there it is, thank you, God. When we really start to show who we are, and sometimes showing who we are, other people may not be able to accept, it makes us kind of not be that person. And so with me, honestly, you know, having the two personality traits of Marcella and MONKA, when technically it's all just one person, I'm glad that now I'm comfortable enough to really say this is who I am, because I never want to put on a mask. I never want to put out that, you know, oh, we go through therapy and we're healed and you're never gonna hurt anybody again, or you're never gonna be triggered, or you're never gonna be angry. And that's not even the fucking case. Going through therapy, you're going to always experience something. You're never going to be totally healed. I just want to say that, because there's going to be something, a stage, a season, there's going to be something that you go through. The main thing that I would say that I took from therapy was knowing how to, one, take accountability for your own actions, things you may have caused, and also not even just what you have caused, but yeah, staying in some shit that you know you should not have stayed in. Accepting things, you know, you have to really take that accountability for yourself. And so I just really am glad that throughout these couple of weeks, I have been taking a real look into myself. And I never want to get on the internet, okay, or just overall and try to portray, you know, somebody that I'm not. Because, you know, I feel like there's gonna come a point in time where sometimes these reactions over the internet, this will sometimes be the only face that people be able to see. Some people are not gonna be able to physically feel your aura or feel your spirit. And I never want my content to be fake, you know? And I never wanna come off as this perfect person. And because I don't like fakeness. And I think now that I've gotten to a place of, I really do genuinely love who I am. And as much as I try to push down the MONKA in me because of what other people may think, I'll try to present Marcella as a whole healed person. And like I just said, you're never going to fully be healed. You may have, me and my best friend was talking about this, and we were saying, she had said to me that sometimes now in our generation, we put healed as like it's a shield, or it's like a band-aid, and like we don't want to like take the shield, take the wall down, you know, to like really be who you were before you went into therapy. When I say before you went into therapy, you know, you're still gonna be who you are, but now you've matured to know what you need to fix, or what you need to do better. Hopefully I'm making sense, because I didn't even think I was gonna rant like this, but for some reason I'm like feeling it. Okay, I don't even know why the fuck I did that. But not these kids fighting outside my window. All in all, be who you are and be okay with it. Okay? If there's things that you need to learn about yourself and fix, be okay with doing that. I encourage everyone to sit on somebody's couch. If it's your best friend's couch, if it's watching a podcast and there's some people talking, okay? I encourage everyone to really be authentically who you are. And I want to spread that message the best way that I can. And the best way that I can spread that message is by letting y'all know, like, I'm Marcella and MONKA are the same person. And I'm so glad she's back, okay? I feel like I'm rambling. I love you guys. I thank you guys for, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Marcella. Welcome to the Treehouse. Welcome to MONKA Monday. Welcome you to this channel. Thank you for being supportive of my channel, being a content creator, a vlogger, being a storyteller, an artist, just a overall creator is not for the weak. It is not for the weak, because there's times where you have to do stuff like this and be vulnerable, you know, and we live in a generation where being vulnerable makes you seem like you weak and people can run over you and shit like that, and that's not even the case. So, yeah, that was a lot, and I'm just gonna go ahead and log off, because as the church girl in me, when the spirit has flowed, you never force it, and I'm not gonna force no more content. So I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a good day whenever you're watching this, okay? But I'm about to go enjoy my weekend. You guys, bye.
You ain't never talking loud, and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, 'cause you just get me, yeah.